The UK India Awards 2017, put together by India Inc. at the Sheraton Grand in London last weekend, showcased the growing vitality of relations between India and Britain. With 2 top Indian ministers and 3 top British ministers attending, the awards, following from a conclave earlier in the day, became in effect an informal summit with a starry touch, with Bollywood star Vivek Oberoi getting matters going. The awards, as India Inc., were created by Manoj Ladwa, founder and CEO of India Inc., who is catalyzing greater interaction between India and Britain.
India is also a country on the move, a country led by Prime Minister Modi to go global, to seek out partnerships and relationships around the world. And what better relationship than the relationship between, I would say, the 2 greatest and oldest friends in the world, the UK and India.
Underlining all that was said were the awards themselves, to people striding far and fast in the Indo-British corridor.
Endless, in a word. We've got a very shared culture. I work in a mixed organisation. The parent is an Indian company. I've never seen so much appetite to succeed. The best thing about my Indian colleagues is they're prepared to try things and get involved. It's a perfect marriage. We both bring things to it, and the end result is far better because of that.
Well, we've started a project where we intend to build 11 hospitals across India, 1,000-bedded hospitals to provide healthcare for everyone in India, including the poor and people who can't afford to have healthcare at the moment. We've now reached a stage where we have agreements on 3 definite sites where we're starting to lay down the foundation stones this year, in Amaravati, Nagpur and in Hyderabad. And we'll continue this on throughout the years.
We are trying to get affordable and accountable healthcare to all Indians, 1.2 billion Indians, and which is very much required. And I really appreciate Mr. Modi ji, who started all this, and he has a great vision to provide such NHS kind of healthcare in India.
I'd like to pretend that I won the award myself, but it's entirely down to the team. I lead the firm's India practice, and we've got a thriving India practice that advises Indian companies investing into the UK, as well as UK companies investing into India.
We're incredibly humble and honored by the recognition tonight of the UK India Awards for CSR. The Banega Swachh India program that we run through Dettol with RB and USAID and a number of other incredible partners has allowed us to touch the lives of 125 million Indians through improved education, through community service work, through all kinds of ways in which we can improve the health and hygiene of Indians across the nation.
Rajiv Luthra has been one of the most prominent Indian lawyers. He has been operating in the international field for over 30 years, and I had the pleasure and the honor of working with him in a lot of cases. And he was one of the first people to bring in arbitration cases and representing with me clients here in the UK.
UK is very much looking at India, and I think the one message I would give to the UK is build on that relationship. We have a very strong heritage, we have a strong historic relationship. We need to build upon that, and we cannot take for granted the India relationship. India is now very much one of the leading world economic powers, and the UK needs to appreciate that India has a choice.
Great tribute to my team who've been doing all the hard work. We've invested heavily in Taifu. Unlike a lot of companies, mainly Asian companies who believed in doing those areas of businesses which were not driven by multinationals, kept into atta and rice and things like that. We decided to go into the mainstream branded business. We invested heavily, and this speaks for itself.
In the last year and a half, 2 years, we have been at the forefront of the masala bond issuance. Back in November 2015, we were the first one, when Prime Minister Modi was here, to launch the world's first India bond ETF. And last year we started the masala bond issuance. We believe India and UK can do a lot of things together. We've been very active between the 2 countries. We're throwing our bit for not only the financial markets, but also for the 2 countries to come closer.
I've always maintained that the United Kingdom and India has one of the strongest and most enduring partnerships in the world, and that is something that we can be proud of as two nations, glorious nations, standing together. But I think importantly, Britain post-Brexit provides us with some incredible opportunities, new opportunities, when it comes to trade, development, investment. Look at the fact that India invests more in the UK than any other European Union country. Look at the fact that the United Kingdom is one of the largest G20 investors in India. That speaks volumes, and that cuts across a range of sectors: manufacturing, science, technology, but also finance as well, and healthcare. So there are so many sectors where our bonds are strong.
The awards followed more serious discussions at a conclave earlier in the day, attended by India's two possibly most achieving ministers, Nitin Gadkari and Piyush Goyal.
You are very much attached with India from your heart. Now India is changing. The first important thing when I am related with the infrastructure. Today, with our persuasion from the government, and 22 cabinet decisions taken by the cabinet under the leadership of Prime Minister and support of Finance Minister, we have no stall project in the country now. We are moving fast.
Never before solar prices for supply of solar power have been discovered in India. In Indian rupees, 2 rupees 63 paisa per unit per kilowatt hour of solar power. And I was dazed, to be honest with you. I was kind of worried also. Then I saw the names of the bidders and I felt relieved. I said, okay, if they're pretty good. It had one of the principal bidders who the world recognizes as one of the most savvy investors. That's the emerging India. The land of opportunity, the land of scale, an honest land today, where everybody has equal opportunity, a land where processes matter far more than outcomes alone, while of course outcome is the basis of every process.
With Sanjay Suri in London, this is Arnob Sen for News 18.